Today we are going to study what is topological sorting and what is directed acyclic graph, followed by topological sort using depth first search traversing of a graph. So let us start by topological sorting or topological ordering of a graph. A topological ordering of a directed graph is a linear ordering of vertices. For every directed edge uv from vertex Q to vertex V, U comes before V in the ordering. So if graph is directed, and in that graph, if we have to find out the dependency between some vertices which is dependent on which vertex, we apply topological sorting. At the end, we will also see what are the applications of topological sorting to clear why to implement topological sort. So, the vertices of a graph may represent our task that is to be performed, and the edges between these vertices shows a constraint that one task has to be performed before performing another task. Say for example, when we are turning on power key of computer system, before that we should check that system is plugged into socket and switched is on or not. Unless and until switched is not on, you cannot start booting of a computer. Likewise, before we start our document or a presentation, we must first check that computer is on or not. So the dependency between these three tasks is that first we have to power up computer system, plug it and switch on the power button. Second task is dependent on first task, that is to boot up the computer system. And third task can be performed only if first and second task is done, that is computer is powered and it is booted up. We can start our task of documenting or presentation or any other task. So this is what an example of topological sorting is. But there are many more applications that we will see at the end of topological sort. Now consider this is a directed graph. Now in this graph, edges are directed. So an edge from vertex A to B is actually showing that B task is dependent on task A. Similarly, task C is dependent on task B, which is already dependent on task A. But consider vertex E or task E. E task is dependent on vertex B, C and D, all of them. So if task B and D is completed but C is not completed, we cannot start task C. Likewise for F. In order to start or to complete task F, it is compulsory task E to get completed. So if we want to find out a linear order in which I have to perform some task, that is given by topological sorting. Now what do we mean by directed acyclic graph? Topological sorting is only possible if graph has direction but it doesn't have cycles. Those kind of graph is called as directed acyclic graph. That means if we follow the order of edges, edges are directed, and if we follow the order of edges, there is no forming of a cycle in a graph. Those kind of graph is called as directed acyclic graph. So this particular graph, as you can see, there is closed path, that is B, C, E. They are generating one closed path, but there is no cycle if we follow an edge from B to C, C to E. It is no back edge from E to B, right? Likewise for B, C, D, E also. If we go from B to C, C to E, and from E to D there is no path, so we cannot go back from D to B also. So this kind of graph is called as directed acyclic graph. A graph which have an edge's direction but it doesn't make up the cycle. So before we solve any graph for topological sorting, first check that that graph is DAG or not. If it is not DAG, we will not able to generate or to create topological sort equivalent to given graph. Here in this example, vertices and edges eaches are directed from one vertex to another in such a way that vertices doesn't eventually loop back again. Now there are two methods to generate topological sort. The very first method is to sort topologically using depth first search technique of graph traversal. Now consider this directed graph. Now in this graph we have to apply DFS from any vertex which can be chosen as root vertex. So we can start our DFS from any vertex. While visiting a vertex very first time we give it a start time. While visiting an adjacent node of a visited vertex we give finish time. Consider this is my graph. I have just merely copied a given graph itself. Now in this graph I must start from some root. Let us say I am choosing my root vertex as vertex B. You can choose vertex A as your root vertex, that is no harm in that. You can even choose C, D or E as your root vertex. Here I have chosen vertex B as my root vertex. Since I am visiting this vertex for very first time, I am giving it a starting number. So this is the first vertex that I have visited, that is one number is given. Now B is having two adjacent A and D. We can visit any of this adjacent and visit them in a depth. That means if adjacents are possible, as depth is possible, we will visit them first. So I will check or I will select my first depth vertex, that is vertex A. Since vertex A is visited for very first time, I am giving it a number 2. This is the second vertex that I am visiting. Now from A there are two adjacents, C and D. You can choose any of the adjacent as your next vertex. So here I am choosing vertex C as my next visited vertex. Since the C is vertex visited for very first time, I am giving it a start sign number 3. This is the third vertex that I have visited. Now from C also we are having only one vertex, that is E. So we will visit vertex E and give it a start sign because it is visited for very first time. So start time of vertex E is 4. Now E vertex is not having any edge that is going to some other vertex. So we must go back from E now. From vertex E, there are no other edges that we can follow to visit some other vertex. So we will give it the number that is ending number. So after 4, next number that will come as 5. And we will go back one step. That is at vertex number C. From C, are there any vertices that are still left to get visited? Now from C to D there is no edge. An edge is actually from D to C. So I cannot go from C to D. C to vertex E, that is only the reachable vertex and that is also visited. So this vertex have visited all of its adjacent. That's why we will give it as the finished number. So after the last number 5, the next number that will come is 6. That will become finished number of a vertex. That is 6. And we will go one step back. That is vertex A. Are all the adjacents of vertex A have been visited? No, only one adjacent of A is visited, that is C. So which vertex is still left from A which we can visit? We can obviously visit vertex C. Since D is visited for very first time, we must give it a start time. Last number that we have used is number 6. So here for vertex D we will have start time as 7. Now after vertex visiting D, we have to find out the next unvisited vertex. So from D we can reach to C also, but C is already visited, we cannot go there. From D, E is also reachable or having an edge, but it is also visited, we cannot visit it back. So from D itself, we have to go back. But before we go back, we have to give it a finish number because all the adjacents of vertex D is now visited. So the next number after 7 that comes is 8. So finish number is given as 8. Now again come back to A. Are there any adjacents of A that are still left to get visited? No vertex that have been left which can get visited. So we will give a finish number to vertex A. So the last number that we have used was 8. So finish number of A will be now 9. Now go back one step, that is coming to vertex B. Now in this vertex, are there any adjacents which are left to get visited? It has having two adjacents A and B. Both of them are visited. So we will give finish number to vertex B. That is value 10. So this is the complete traversal of breadth first search of graph. Now in this graph, if you notice carefully, each and every vertex is having start time and finish time. From this graph, we have to sort or order these vertices in a descending order of their finish time. We will not look at start time of any vertex. We are just concentrating finish time of each and every vertex. Finish time numbers I am calling out are 10, 9, 8, 6 and 5. So we are going to order them in a descending order of their finish time. So they will go like this. First vertex B, which is having the highest finish time, that is 10. Then vertex A with the next least highest finish time, that is 9, followed by vertex D with finish time 8, vertex C with finish time 6 and the last vertex is vertex E with finish time 5. If I add up all the edges that are given in a graph, if I copy them, the edges directions are same. So we have not removed any edge, we have just copied them from graph, but in an ordered vertices. So vertices are not placed in a same fashion of a graph, they are placed in some sorted order, that is the descending order of finish time. This particular sorting is an equivalent of a given graph. But we have to find out a complete ordering, that is the dependency between this. So we will add or we will remove first all the edges of a graph and we will make a linear ordering. What does this topological sorted order gives? It says that task B is the first one which has to be get computed or completed, followed by task A. Task A and B both are completed, then only we can start process or task number D. That means from D we can start task C, and if task C is completed, we can start our task E. This is complete topological sorting. Now have a look at here. This is Toon, and when he gets up in the morning, he wants to dress up for some program. Graph is actually showing some garments which Toon have to put up, and there are some dependencies on this garment. That means shoes cannot be put unless and until we have socks under them. So you have to here help this Toon to get dressed up. How would you help to get him dressed up? By finding topological order. That means you have to find a linear order in which Toon have to dress up. That means a serial order in which it has to put up some garments. I hope you get clear answer to this question. Please notice that there are some items which can be put in any order. That means socks and pants. You can put pants first or you can put socks first. So there is no ordering or there is no dependency between some garments, but there are some garments whose dependency is there. So you have to help to get dressed. Algorithm to sort topological ordering using directed acyclic graph using DFS. Now it takes an input graph G. First it will find out the finish time of each vertices using DFS. So using depth first search algorithm, it have to find out the finishing time of each vertices. So if for each vertex that is finished, we have to insert in a front of linked list. So whatever the vertex that is finished the latest will be the very first vertex, and we will create or return the created linked list of vertices. So the first vertex that is getting created or completed, that is the our last vertex, that is the last vertex. Alright, for next finished vertex will we come ahead and so on. We have to create a queue, and that linked list of is nothing but your list of topological sorted vertices. Thank you everyone for watching this video. This is Munira Topia signing out.